Hi students, I'm going to review the syllabus for BA 130, Introduction to Spanish Bilingual Interpreting. Now here in your navigation panel, you have the syllabus option. Please make sure you download either the Word or the PDF document so you could have it readily available in case you need to check deadlines or topics that we're covering. So in this quick video lecture, I'm going to review the syllabus so that you could know what to expect per week. First of all, let's go really quickly over the course description. Again, this is the introduction to Spanish bilingual interpreting. We're going to be covering many topics in the interpreting field, such as working for business. I've had students that are entrepreneurs and want to go into the business world of translating and interpreting. We're going to cover medical, legal, government, and education. What does it mean to interpret or translate? What are the opportunities in those fields? We're going to go over proper translation, the correct subject-verb agreement, and industry terminology of the industries that I mentioned. We're going to do written and verbal translation techniques. We're going to practice those. And what is the professional role of an interpreter and a translator, and most importantly, also the code of ethics. Yes, fluency in Spanish and English is strongly recommended. So if you need to take a Spanish course to reinforce your Spanish, because you're not so fluent in Spanish as you are in English, I highly recommend that, and vice versa. Please go over the student learning outcomes. You are having a quiz on this syllabus, and there's a study guide posted in Module 1, so there's no surprises. All the answers are here in the syllabus, so make sure you download it, you have it ready for when you take the quiz. The quiz opens in Module 2, and it's due at the end of Module 2. So here are the learning outcomes. You will be asked to write the learning outcomes. Now, even though they're listed here, a good 20% of the students do not follow the instructions and get that answer wrong. This is a zero text cost class, meaning that there's no textbook required. We provide you with all the open educational resources, and also we provide you with the educational resources and also the references and links so that you can have open educational resources for each module. For the additional materials and for quizzes, there's no surprises. I always provide a study guide for all your quizzes as well as for the final. And towards the end of the class, I do hold office hours in case you do want to meet and review the final. This is a high quality online course, and we are required to have weekly student to instructor and student to student interaction. So that's why we have the discussions, and that's why I provide feedback, and I expect you to read the feedback. And then if not repeat, let's say you are making a mistake, grammar mistake, and then you didn't read the feedback, and then you continue doing so, I will know that you didn't read the feedback. So please make sure that if I'm taking the time to do that, that's how you're going to learn, and you also take the time to read the feedback when you're getting graded. The scale, 20%, the grade is based on your homework assignments. The class exercises 15%, 15% discussions, 20% quizzes, and again, you're provided with all the study guides, and 30% of your final exam. Late work policy, life happens. Please communicate with me. I know there's still some COVID going around and other situations as well, so please let's have an open door policy, an open line of communication. All assignments need to be submitted in Canvas. Canvas is very user-friendly, and also make sure that you go to self-service and you download the Microsoft 365 so you can have the suite of that it provides for students free of charge, so that you can have Word, because all the documents that I require for you to upload when you do translations, most of them are Word documents unless otherwise indicated. So do not send them to me in inbox. I will not open them. Do not send them to me in email. I will not open them. The only way that I accept assignments is if you submit them directly in Canvas. In the assignment, you're going to click submit, and then you will upload your assignment. Very important to remember the dates to drop in the class and to drop with or without a grade and get a refund. Those are going to be asked in your quiz for the syllabus. And again, there's a study guide. I'll show you where to find it right now for the syllabus, so there's no surprises. Make sure that you go over the communication, the academic honesty policy. There's a part there where I ask you, why is it unethical to use AI or Google Translate or any other machine translation, and do not do any due diligence, no proofing, and just copy paste and then send it to your client or as an assignment? Why is that unethical? I would like for you to tell me why it is unethical. And also, please Google the word hallucinations for AI. Believe me, they happen now that I've been using AI in the last 2 years. They happen. I've had some translations where I'm like, this is horrendous. So there's a lot of hallucinations, meaning that sometimes it's just going to go, it's a machine, it's just going to go nuts and throw something that doesn't even fit in the translation. And I had the same thing when I did my app. You will find out more about the app in the upcoming modules. Very important, accommodations for disability. Please make sure you send me your letters so I can make those accommodations. Sexual harassment policy. Make sure that you read this because we are going to be very respectful in this class. It's a high quality class where we are going to be interacting with each other. Now, all the modules we call every week, we call it a module. So all the modules open on Monday in the morning, and your assignments are due every Sunday at midnight at 11:59 p.m. So make sure that you come here, because I'm going to ask you, like, in what module is the tech podcast due or whatever. Make sure you come here and you know exactly, because, again, there's no surprises. Everything is already here provided for you so that you can plan your course and your time management. So we're going to start with the introduction to concepts. What is translating? What is interpreting? Module 1 is very heavy packed with terminology because it's essential that you learn from the start. What are we talking about when we're talking about colloquial regionalism? What are the 3 modes of interpreting, etc.? And then you're going to have a syllabus quiz based on this syllabus in Module 2. Module 1, you're going to do a class exercise, colloquial language in a Google Doc, and then you're also going to answer part of that assignment in Canvas, and then you're going to do a discussion. You can do the written discussion, you can post an audio, you could do a video. And you're going to learn the modes of interpreting, regionalism, and slang. Well, what does that mean, the definition for all of that? In week 2, we're going to move into Spanish grammar errors that I see that my students do over and over, also in English. And I want to tackle them from the beginning so that when you do your written translations, you know how to correctly, when you're doing quotation marks, you know where to put the period or the commas so that you will not make mistakes, because there's different rules in the languages, right? So you'll do also self-assessment. Where are you right now? Some of you are more advanced. Some of you are beginning into this journey of interpreting translation. So I want you to do an assessment, and there's a whole video of you explaining that. And then you're going to practice in Spanish Latin de Diacritica, because Module 2 is all about grammar. And then you're going to have a TED Talk on language, culture, and acquisition in Module 2. We're going to move on with Module 3, learning about the workforce. What is the labor force and the job outlook look for, for interpreters, and what is it? Where's the big demand here in California? And for that one, again, you're going to have some practice on site translations. There's some where you're going to have to write, like in Module 4, you're going to have an article, and you're going to have to translate it from English to Spanish. We're going to talk about social media and marketing in Module 5. Module 4, and then Module 5, crisis interpreting. What is rapid response interpreting, and how do you prepare for that? And we're going to use the COVID-19 scenarios as examples. And then we're going to go into education for 3 modules, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to cover everything related to education. And then you're going to have quizzes. And the weeks before the quizzes, you're going to have your study guide. So you have plenty of time to prepare. From education, we're going to switch to medical. You're going to have 3 modules in the medical field. Module 9, 10, and 11 are going to be about medical. Like I mentioned in the welcome video, we're going to cover a lot of material. The reason being is because we really want to give you an opportunity to explore various industries. I had many instances where students come into the course or my BA 131 class, and they are determined to be court interpreters. And then they realize that they like medical once they start taking the classes. So that's why we want you to explore and take the medical class and then take the legal, so that We just want to improve, even if you're, I hear a lot from the students that, I'm in the medical field, but taking that legal terminology also reinforce my terminology and practice skills. So, it's not going to hurt you. The more you learn about different industries on the country, it's going to make you stronger in your fluency of the language. So we'll discuss 3 weeks of medical, and then we're going to do legal interpreting for week 12, 13, and 14. It's all about legal interpreting. What does it entail to be a court interpreter? You'll learn about that and what are the requirements. And then week 15, we're just going to wrap it up and do a review for the final. And then week 16, you're going to take your final exam. Your final exam is due Friday, December 5th. No exceptions, because I have to submit the grades to the campus, to the college, December 11, and those you can see in self-service. Again, the last day of class is December 7. However, your final exam is due December 5th. And I open it 1 week ahead of time, so that you have plenty of time. And then 2 weeks before that, I start giving you the study guide. And then a week before that, we have office hours. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities for you to review that. Now here in the modules, you're going to go to module 1. You're going to find the study guide for the syllabus review. So again, no surprises. There are no surprises. I give my students the study guides for everything. So plus you have all the answers right in front of you for your study guide for the syllabus quiz. So here you're going to click and you're going to find the actual questions that are going to be in the syllabus quiz to be prepared. So thank you again, and make sure you download your syllabus so you could have it readily available. Thank you.